All right. So it seems she's still recording or connecting to audio. So we'll be getting here started in about a good 30 seconds from now. So like I said, if you guys have any more guests that you need to be coming on board or so you're trying to get connected with, just go ahead and send them a quick little text message or shoot them a phone call and let them know, hey, we're still waiting for you. Come on, hop on this call because you do not want to miss this great information. And we are waiting for you. We'll be starting here in about 15 seconds. And as you know, we're going to be starting at 7 o'clock. Hey, Erica. Hey, Mara. So glad that you guys can join us. We were just talking about how we were waiting for your lovely faces. So we're happy that you were able to join us. Um, so you can just drop in the chat who invited you and where you are tuning in from. But we want to respect everyone's time. So we're actually going to get started. So first, let me just say, we are so excited to have you guys on the line with us tonight. We know that time is precious, and so we appreciate you guys being here for Makia's and Tiffany's launch tonight. So my name is Cajun Simmons, and I'm so excited to introduce to you guys the person who actually brought me into this amazing opportunity. How many of you guys love to travel, but also love to have fun? So the person who I'm about to introduce to you loves to do both of those things, right? Not only is she a full-time dental hygienist, but she's also a wife, a mom, and she does this opportunity part-time. She's from Little Mountain, South Carolina, and she works this business on a part-time basis. She's also a Goal Builder Plus in opportunity, and she's a 2020 club member, which you're going to learn about all those things here shortly. She's also a director in training, which you'll also learn about that. But that means that she's helped over 50 people in this amazing opportunity. And not just people, but families in general, right? She's had multiple certifications in this business, and she's on her way to one-star director, which you're going to learn about. She loves to travel, she loves making money, and she loves helping people so much because she's actually helped me on more than one occasion to really help to jumpstart my business. I really want to introduce you to the woman of the hour who's going to talk to you all about this travel opportunity, Miss Valencia Wallace.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for that gracious introduction, Miss Cajun Simmons. Can you hear me loud and clear? And can you see me?
I can
Okay.
definitely hear you and see you, ma'am.
Okay. Now, can you see the actual screen? Can you see my computer screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right then. Well, you guys, if you notice, Miss Cajun didn't say anything about herself, so I want to throw it back to her. Miss Cajun has actually only been in the business not even a year yet, but she is approaching her 1 year anniversary really soon. But she is a goal builder in this opportunity. She is a mom of three beautiful children. She's also a wife. She's retired military, and she's also a business owner. She has other businesses besides this amazing opportunity right here. Um, she loves traveling, loves having fun. She's about her money and about her business, you guys. And she's actually a sneeze away from hitting a promotion in her business as well. So if you guys would just give it up for Miss Cajun Simmons. Thank you so much for
Thank
hosting us
you.
tonight, Miss Cajun. We really appreciate you. All right, you guys. So, as Miss Cajun said, my name is Valencia Wallace, and I want to share this amazing opportunity with you. I do want to say first, though, the reason why I joined this business has changed. So, when I first joined this business, it was all about travel. Someone asked me, did I, want to get paid on what I was doing anyway, doing all the traveling I was doing. And I said, absolutely. So I got started in this opportunity. And later on, you guys, how many of you know life starts to life? Life started lifing. So what happened was I actually had a car accident. I'm a full-time dental hygienist. That's what I do full time. And I had a car accident, hurt my shoulder, ended up having to have rotator cuff surgery. What was supposed to be 6 weeks out of work turned into 9 months, you guys. So I was out of work all that time, no disability insurance, had no income coming in. They would not allow me to get unemployment because I was still technically employed. And then, what 2 months after I had my surgery, my husband was actually laid off from his job. So we went from having a significant amount of income coming in with a two, parent household to now having no money coming in. Yeah, it was crazy. So what happened was I actually started receiving money from this business. And I was like, where is that money coming from? It wasn't a lot, but the fact that I was getting that money changed something for me, you guys. It let me know that I had an opportunity in my hands that I needed to be taken advantage of and taking it really seriously. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and welcome you guys to the best place on the planet. And we are going to share this amazing opportunity with you. All right, so what I want you to do is something that you probably have not done in a long time. I want you to use your imaginations, guys. I want you to think about what financial freedom means to you, what personal freedom means to you, and what time freedom means to you. So for me, financial freedom means being able to go to the store, the grocery store, or wherever, just swipe my card and not worrying about checking my account to see if I got the money in there. Just picking up what I need and what I want, you guys, and being able to get that, right? And not having to worry about that decline coming up, right, Ronnie? And then we have personal freedom. That is basically saying that when you want to do something, you can do it and you don't have to ask anybody's permission. You guys, how many of you work jobs? You have PTO, but you still have to request that time off and wait for them to approve it and tell you that you can take the time off that they told you was your time to take off, right? Y'all, guess what we're gonna do now? We're gonna prepare the others. That's what PTO stands for now, right? And then time freedom. Y'all, that's the most important freedom of them all because we do not know how much time we have left on this earth, right? So when we always say, well, I'll do that next year, or I'll put that off until 2027. Y'all, we don't know if we're going to be here in 2027. So wouldn't it be nice to just be able to do things now? Just have that freedom. And if you have all of those freedoms, haven't you actually designed your ideal life? I think so. So we're going to actually show you how you can discover how you can earn more, travel more, and experience more in this amazing opportunity. We're going to show you how you can build a strong network by embracing and empowering yourself and others, and how you can actually make this opportunity an unlimited income opportunity. We're going to show you how you can benefit from e-commerce, working from anywhere, anytime, with no inventory and no quotas. Because you guys, if you don't have an online business, are you actually in business? Absolutely not. Because guess what? When COVID came, what were we doing? Everybody was ordering from Amazon and everywhere else, and all of that stuff was still coming, but nobody could go inside stores or go into restaurants. All of that stuff was closed down, right? But all of the online businesses still were flourishing, you guys. We're going to show you how you can actually become a travel professional and earn travel commissions and learn the secrets of being a travel professional in this amazing opportunity. So who are we, you guys? We are Planet Marketing, and we are a company that is managed as a business should be. We're an online business provider. We supply you with an opportunity to work from home. We are a 10-year-old company with reps in over 20 countries. We are based in Atlanta, Georgia, you guys. We have solid company leadership. And if you look over here to the right of the screen, that's Mr. Donald Bradley. He's actually our founder and CEO. He actually started this business with his own money, you guys. So we are a debt-free company. We owe no one. But Mr. Bradley knew he could not run this business successfully by himself. He knew that he had to go and recruit the best of the best for this amazing opportunity. He actually reached out to one of his friends, Mr. Andy Coffin, who was actually retired at the time. He actually came out of retirement because he believed so much in Mr. Bradley's vision. He came out of retirement and he's now our president. He has decades of executive management experience running billion-dollar corporations, and he's actually the reason why we were in more than 20 countries in the first 90 days of being open for business. Ms. Leanne Trokler, she's actually our COO, and she is actually our liaison for our Planet Marketing support team. Y'all, she makes sure we get paid not just on time, but before time. We always get paid on time. We love Miss Leanne Trokler. So who do we market, you guys? Of course, you know, if we have a marketing company, we have to have a product to market. IntelliTravel is our product. We have an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. So we sell travel and Planet Marketing sells us. So y'all, that's two businesses, two debt-free businesses, one who sells travel, and then Planet Marketing, who sells the IntelliTravel business. Okay, we are accredited and certified from CLIA to ART to the Better Business Bureau. We are based in Delray Beach, Florida. We are the leading innovator in travel for over 30 plus years, and we are the originator of the home-based travel agents. Y'all, what that basically means is, do you know that Mr. Ferrara and his team actually went to court to make sure that we would actually be able to work from home as travel agents instead of having to be in a brick and mortar building? So if you know of any other travel businesses that are home-based travel agents, they got that vision from us. So if you're gonna copy a cat, you need to copy the right cat, right? Absolutely. And if you see here, we have travel bookings to date, $5.5 billion, you guys. Y'all can give that a hand clap because sometimes people say, are people still using travel agents? I think that $5.5 billion says yes, right? Absolutely. Now, right here on the screen, that's actually Mr. Ferrara. He's IntelliTravel CEO. Y'all, he still books his own travel to this day. I think that is crazy, right? He actually sits on the board of CLIA, which is the Cruise Line International Association. And you guys, we have all these industry awards and recognitions from CLIA to Norwegian to the Magellan Award. And the Magellan Award is basically like the Oscar or the Grammys in the travel industry. Y'all, we have gotten that award 14 times. That's amazing, right? Absolutely. So, did y'all know this? Did you know that commissions are already built inside of your travel bookings? Did you know that, Melanie? How about you, Cajun? Did you know that before you saw this? I did not know that, y'all. So it's okay to say you didn't know that. I did not know that. But when I found out, y'all, what did your mama used to say? When you know better, you do better. Absolutely. So over here, we get to enjoy the infinite possibilities of being a travel business owner. We get 70 to 80% of that built-in commission. We have a full-fledged at-home agency, state-of-the-art personalized booking portal. We are partnered with every major supplier worldwide. We have the payment gateway, customer service management software. You guys, we have access to all types of trips. We have group trips, individual travel, corporate and church retreats, fraternities, sororities, destination weddings, honeymoons, and anniversaries. And y'all, if that wedding don't work out, we'll do divorce trips too. And we do girls trips and so much more. Absolutely do. So we actually have a turnkey business. What that means is as soon as you get started with your business today, y'all, it's already up and running. Your website actually looks similar to this, except your beautiful picture will be there. And whatever you decide to name your business will be displayed on the screen. You actually have access to customer service and support 7 days a week. We have on-demand agent training modules, so you can do your training at any time. Y'all, if you're busy, if you work during the day, if you're in school, you can do your training at night if you need to. If you work nights, you can do your training in the daytime. It really does not matter. You have access to major suppliers worldwide. So if you're booking with whoever you like to book with now, if you like Hilton, Marriott, whatever it is that you like, you can continue to use those vendors or suppliers, you guys. We have over $100,000 in sales and marketing materials. So if you are like me and you do not know how to put that together, you guys, that is perfectly fine. They have it here for you. What do we have access to? We actually have access to cruises, vacation packages, resorts, travel insurance, sports and entertainment tickets. What are y'all's favorite teams? I like the 49ers. I'm a 49er fan, y'all. Do you know that you can actually go and purchase those tickets for yourself and get a commission from it? Game changer, right? Game changer. Also, those entertainment tickets like concerts and stuff like that, y'all, Beyonce, Chris Brown, all of those, we got commissions from that too. We can do tours, car rentals, airline tickets, hotels, vacation rentals, and so much more, you guys. So why travel and why now? We say why not travel and why not now, right? Travel is actually a $10 trillion a year business, and it's projected to be 15 trillion in the next 10 years. Y'all, it's the number one research category between the hours of 9 to 5. What are we supposed to be doing between the hours of 9 to 5? What are we supposed to be doing? Working, correct. But what are we doing? We are on the computer trying to find out when we can leave that job and go on that next vacation. Absolutely. So we are actually we actually have the baby boomers, the millennials, Generation X, and Generation Z who are fueling the travel industry at this time. Y'all go ahead and throw in the chat if you're a baby boomer, if you're a millennial, if you're a Generation Z or a Generation X. I am a Generation X, y'all. We spending $3 trillion a year in this amazing opportunity. So guys, do you see what this person is doing right here? They have their smartphone, right? But y'all, that phone ain't so smart if it's not making money for you, right? Why not get paid on what people are doing anyway? Almost everyone you know is traveling or they want to travel. How much can I earn? I know y'all want to know the answer to that question, and we're going to have a few examples right here. So right here, we actually have a frequent business traveler traveling 3 nights, hotel stay 3 times a month, booked through your portal. So what that means is you give someone that you know your website information. So they go to you.com, they book the trip themselves, and you guys, you wake up to a commission of $151.20. Isn't that amazing? Imagine how many times you can do that. Because I never said that you only can do that one time. So suppose you gave your website to 10 people and they booked on your website. Wouldn't $1,000 be great for you? And you just woke up and it dropped into your account and you did nothing but give them your website? Absolutely. Here's another example. We have a 5-day golf trip, golfing in Scottsdale, Arizona for a group of 4. Y'all, I will be the first to admit I know nothing about golfing, but what I do know how to do is call up our business partner, tell them exactly what my client wants and needs, let them put it together. It might take about 30 minutes of my time. They put it together. Y'all, the commission, $274.86. I think that'll be all right till times get better, right? Now we're starting to take off some line items out of your household, right? That might pay what, your car insurance or maybe your electric bill. Then we have a 7-day honeymoon. I love booking honeymoons, you guys. All-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. Y'all, this might take a little more than 30 minutes. Might take maybe about an hour and 15 minutes or so, because you want to make sure everything is perfect for your clients. That they get ready to, after their wedding, they can go and enjoy themselves and have the honeymoon that they have dreamed of, right? So, guys, I do want to mention this has butler service, right? So once you go butler, you never go back. You might want to give them that disclosure, right? So you put this together for them, like I said, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Y'all, the commission, $561.79. That is amazing, right? Now, here we got a 5-day group cruise. Family reunion books 20 cabins for a Western Caribbean cruise. Now, how many of you are on your family reunion committee? If not, how many of you want to be on your family reunion committee after seeing this, right? We know sometimes family can be a little aggravating, but I think I'll take that aggravation, right? If we can just go on the cruise, we ain't got to worry about who's making what as far as food and stuff like that. They just come, enjoy themselves. You get a commission check, $2,240.17. Yeah, I think that's enough money to be able to buy a little bit of aspirin, right? So over here, we have fun learning and earning. We get to educate ourselves by experiencing travel from a client perspective on our exclusive IntelliTrips. We get to become better educated on travel vendors and industry products. And we get to acquire vendor-specific certifications at our own pace. They are not required, but they look real good on your website. You can advance through each level of certification and position yourself for increased earnings. So do we have any dream makers, vacation builders, or travel geniuses on the line? I'm sure we do. Throw that in the chat, y'all. Let them see how educated we are. So how many of you would like this to be your classroom? Because this is the kind of classes we go to, right? So here's one of our IntelliTrips. Negril, Jamaica, 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive, adults only. Y'all, we went and we were able to become wellness travel certified. Can you imagine how much we paid for this trip? How much do you think this trip costs if you were not in this business? Give me some ideas of what you think. Y'all, this is what we paid per person. $499 per person. That is unheard of. Usually, this location right here is about $500 per person per night, you guys. Not for the whole trip, but per night. This is what we paid for the whole 4 days and 3 nights. And we got a certification as well. Here's another classroom right here. We got Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 3 days, 3 nights, five inclusive, 5-star all inclusive. Y'all, again with Butler service, we were able to go get luxury travel certification. Y'all, the only thing they want us to do basically is go over there, put our feet in the sand, put our feet in that water, and let us know that it's actually like 86 degrees Fahrenheit. The drinks taste real good. Make sure those sheets are real nice and soft in the bed. And y'all, we were able to go and do that for only $720 per person. Y'all, that is crazy too, because this actual location is about $1,500 per night to stay in this location. So now we are actually at the end of the part of the presentation that I am doing. And y'all, IntelliTravel knows that this business is so amazing. They wanted to go ahead and let you know that they have removed all the risk. So now we have the IntelliTrust guarantees. So the number one best travel price guarantee states that it's basically for your clients. So it says, if you actually have a client that goes and books a trip on your website, and then they come back and they find another trip within 7 days of booking that other trip on your website, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and they find it lower, then IntelliTravel will actually meet or beat that price. If they cannot, they will actually give your client 110% of the difference in IntelliTrust bucks. That way they can come back and actually book that travel with you. So that's actually a client retention tool, you guys. That's amazing. Then we have number two, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. That one actually says, try this business out, y'all. Give it 30 days. Within 30 days, if you decide that this business is not for you, that is perfectly fine. They are not going to ask you any questions. All you have to do is email them and let them know that you no longer want this business. If you don't want to make money, save money on your own travel, hey, just email them and they will let you know that they'll send you your money right back to you. Right? Then we have number three. That's our unique profit guarantee. This is actually my favorite of the three. It actually says, come on, join the business. Give it a whole year, you guys. Follow the blueprint, do the things that we tell you to do to be successful in this business. Take some of those fam trips, those are teletrips that we told you about. Book that travel. Share your website with someone, let them book on your website. If for some reason you don't make or save the amount of money that you invested in this business, y'all, IntelliTravel will actually give you the difference to make you whole. And you can still keep your business. Y'all, that deserves a hand clap right there, right? This is the most amazing business I have ever heard of. I've never heard of a business that guarantees your success, right? But over here, we absolutely do. That is actually the last part of the presentation that I am going to do. So I am actually going to move myself out of the way and I'm going to bring somebody else up to talk about this amazing part of the business. But what I want y'all to think about is more money. How many of y'all want more money? Put more money in the chat. Y'all, this amazing lady that I'm about to bring to the front of the room, she is actually going to lay it out for you guys. She is actually a mom. She's a full-time dental assistant. She has been in this business for 5 years. Y'all, she is a goal builder in this opportunity, and she's also a DIT, which is a director in training, meaning that she is a sneeze away from being a director in this amazing opportunity, which you will learn in just a few what that actually means for her, right? She loves having fun, loves making money, and loves to travel. You guys, I'm going to bring her to the front of the room. Miss Quilla Hudson, do I have you on the line, my dear?
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me and see me loud and clear?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Silencia, for that amazing introduction. Y'all give it up. Y'all, she is my accountability partner. And can I tell y'all that we are not on the same team? And this tells you about this business. I don't make any money off of, being on here and us being accountability partners. That is what I love about this business. Now, who loves to travel? Because all that travel that she talked about, I'm ready to book my next trip. Okay. Me and Silencia was in Dallas a few weeks ago. And guess what? Next month, I'm going on a cruise for Thanksgiving. Absolutely amazing. And I booked it myself. Now, we talked about travel and she showed y'all how it is to get to the beaches of the world. But I'm gonna tell y'all how to get to the bank. Because I see y'all putting in the chat more money, more money, more money. Like she said, I am a mother, full-time dental assistant, okay? But can I tell y'all, I work this business in the cracks and crevices of my time. Y'all know how it is being a mom. You got sporting events and stuff to do after you get off of work, right? But I'm going to show y'all how to make the money. Who knows that everybody on this line has a network of people, okay? A network of people. We're going to help you build your network. I didn't even realize I had a network of people. So a little bit about my story before I, move on. I moved from a 6 bedroom, 3 full bath house, okay? And I moved into a 2 bedroom, 2 bath apartment. I did not know how I was going to make ends meet at that time, being a single mom at the age of 33. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. I did not know how I was going to put gas in my car. Sometimes I didn't even know how I was going to put food on my table. But because of this business here and because of what I'm about to show y'all, I was at work with patients trying to figure out how I was going to, put food on the table to provide for my kids. I would get a check in the email, direct deposit. Hey, you got such and such direct deposited. And I'm telling y'all, at first it was like $90, 100 and something dollars. But guess what? That was able to put gas in my car. That was able to put food on my table. So we're going to show you how to build a network. Empower yourself as well as others. I'm talking about capitalizing on the power of leverage and residual income. And I said that slow for a reason. Residual income, something that you do one time and you continuously get paid for over and over and over again. I'm still getting paid off of efforts that I did 4 years ago. Silencia is getting paid off of efforts that she did 5 and 6 years ago. You know what? We always talking about, oh, we need more money, and our mindset is to go and get another job. But who knows that 2 jobs are for 2 people? If you take advice from a documented one of the richest people in the world, Mr. Warren Buffett, he wasn't able to be on the line this evening, but he said, Quilla, go ahead and put this in your presentation. I said, yes, sir. He said, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Invest, not go out there and get a second job. Now, if we keep going, I'm going to show you that this is our leverage weekly income. I like to think of this as our referral program because by a show of hands or just put it in the chat, who's referred somebody to their favorite nail tech? Me. Who's referred somebody to their favorite restaurant? Me. What about you, Reese? Have you referred somebody to your favorite movie? Or what about, concerts and stuff going on? Girl, you should go. The tickets are on sale. You should go now. Now, do y'all get money off of those referrals? Absolutely not. Over here, we're telling you, what you're going to do for free anyway. The company is going to give you a $50 direct sale. And guess what? It is unlimited. Toy said, me, I refer to people to a lot of places. Right, Toy. They'll give you a $50 direct sale. and it's unlimited. Now I know y'all thinking, I know y'all didn't bring me on the line tonight for $50. No, we did not. But guess what? If each one of y'all found $50 outside, you're gonna pick it up and say, oh, won't he do it? Because that's $50 more than what you already had. Now, the company says that you also get a 50% check match on personal referrals. So, can you imagine your job telling you, hey, we're hiring? And if you refer somebody to the company and they get hired and we give you a 50% check match of their check, how many of y'all would invite people you don't even like to your job just so you can get a 50% check match of their check? That is what we do over here. I like to brag about my business partner, Baron. Baron knows a network of people that I don't even know. He shared this amazing opportunity with one of his very good friends, Natalie, that stays out of Houston, Texas. Now, I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. He's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Natalie is in Houston, Texas. Natalie seen the same information that y'all seen. She said, you know what? I love to travel. Not only that, I like to make money. She went ahead and got started. The company found Baron wherever he was at and paid him a $50 direct sale. But because I'm the one that sponsored Baron, they found me wherever I was at, toes in the sand, a Mai Tai in my hand, and gave me $25, a 50% check match, whether I had something to do with the transaction or not. And I know y'all on here thinking that's only $25. No, I said a 50% check match. So now can you imagine you share this opportunity with one of your best friends, Reese, and then they get $500 a month and you get $250, whether you had something to do with it or not? What if they make 1,000? Now you getting 500. Y'all feel my drift? Now what if somebody becomes a millionaire? You become what? Half of millionaire. And I told y'all it is unlimited. Who on this line has gotten a raise? The way the economy going, I don't even know if anybody getting raises right now, or maybe even a bonus. Over here, we have 6 levels of $10 team bonuses that you could promote within yourself. This is our Planet Builders program because I'm going to show you how to get to the first $10. Now, when you see this, you think of bronze, silver, gold. That puts you in the mind of what? The Olympics, because Mr. Bradley is very competitive. You share this opportunity with 3 individuals, just 3. Now you've been down a bronze builder. I know we got some bronze builders on the line. Makia. Makia is one of our, newest bronze, but go ahead and put it in the chat, Makia. She is a bronze builder. So she shared this opportunity with 3 people and they got started. Do you know that's $150 that came to her? Now I know y'all thinking that the $150 does a lot nowadays, okay? Because groceries is going up. If your kids like mine, it goes up. Now, McKee is going to go out here and share this opportunity with 3 more individuals. Not 6 individuals, just 3 more to equal 6. Now, then McKee is going to be a silver builder. We're going to give her a silver builder. We're going to congratulate her, something that her job don't even do is she show up every day. But you know what? She's not going to stop there. She's going to go gold. So she's going to share this opportunity with 3 more individuals to be a gold builder. That is the top of our Planet Builders program. As a gold builder, that's not even a 2-digit number. That's only 9 fingers, y'all. You get your first level of $10 team bonus. So now can you imagine what you was doing for $50 when somebody partnered up with you? Now you're doing for $60. That 50% check match instead of $25, now you getting $35. Y'all, that starts to add up. And that's weekly money. So we get paid on every Thursday. Who got a check today? Everybody right. Celeste says she got a check today. That is weekly money. Now, those gold builders also get a 10% match on personal ITA's travel commission. Now, I'm going to talk about Baron a little bit again. Baron booked a cruise for over 40 something people. I was a little upset because he ain't even decided to invite me. He asked me if I didn't even want to go. So I was a little salty. He called me. He said, girl, I said, what? He said, guess what? I said, what? He said, I got my commission check of $2,000. I said, I know. He said, how you know? Because since I'm the gold builder that sponsored Baron, the company found me wherever I was at and directed me $200. I don't even know where those people went. They probably was cha-cha sliding on the Lido deck, boots on the ground. Everybody got their boots on the ground now, but they was out there having a good time. I said, Baron, go ahead and book that next trip for whoever you got to put on that cruise. Now, us gold builders, we also get a 10% match on personal reps matrix commissions. Now, I talked to y'all about weekly money, and matrix are paid out on the 10th of every month. This is our 3x9 team build matrix. Notice I said team. Together, everyone achieves more. So don't think that you have to do it alone. This is a team on the Zoom tonight. Now, when we get to the next slide, if you look at that matrix, it only takes 2 people to unlock your matrix. Somebody put 2 in the chat. 2. Only take 2 people to unlock your matrix. When I unlocked my matrix, that was 9 seats that I had available. I want y'all to times $4 every time you get to a next level. So on the 10th of every month, I was getting like $48 starting off. No, that wasn't a lot at first, but guess what? That took care of Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. That took care of my coffee runs in the morning. But guess what? That money started growing. As a bronze builder, now you open up 27 additional seats. Now, can you imagine getting $156 on the 10th of every month? Now we're talking about some line items, maybe your cell phone bill, unless you got Verizon and AT&T, right, Makia? But those silver builders, now you have additional 729 seats that are open in your stadium. That's $4,368 on the 10th of the month. Can you imagine making $4,000 additionally on a part-time basis while you're still working your full-time job? I know I can. Now those trips that you wanted to go on, but you didn't have enough money to go on to do, now all you had to do was share this opportunity with 6 people to get $4,368. Now those goal builders, Top of the Planet Builder program, you've unlocked 19,683 seats in your stadium. Potential payout of $118,092 on the 10th of each and every month. Now, I know some of y'all on the line are probably thinking, I don't see myself making $118,000 a month. That's going to take 10 years. I'm going to ask you, what was you doing 10 years ago? What was you doing 5 years ago? Because those years are going to come whether we like it or not. All we're telling you is to put yourself on the business side of travel going forward. Now, Mr. Bradley also said he was going to put additional money on the table. He said that wasn't it. This is our Plan A Director program. So he put bonuses on top of the money that we already went over. When your organization and your team grows to 100 active agents, you will be donned a 1-star director. That is a monthly bonus of $500 on the first of each and every month. Now, me and Silencia are directors in training, so we are halfway there to our teams growing to 100 people. That's $500 on the first of the month. Now I want y'all to times those $4 times 100 people. That's $400 on the 10th of each and every month. But guess what? He said when you become a 1-star director, you receive a $1,000 monthly income guarantee from all sources. So say if you fall short a couple hundred, the company's going to cut you a difference just to make sure that you got a comma in your check. Now, the $10 team bonuses, can you imagine now what you was doing for $50? Now you're doing for $70 as a 1-star director. Now that 50% check matches, instead of $25, now that's $45 throughout your organization. I'm telling y'all, that's money on top of money on top of money. A lot of us always say, I wish there was another me. Well, when somebody partners up with you, that is another you. That is an additional 24 hours that you done added to your 24 hours. Who on this line is looking to retire? Who is looking to retire? I know I'm looking to retire by the time I'm 40. What about you, Erica, Ronnie, Tiffany? Are y'all looking to retire? What about you, Bethany? 3-star is where that is at. When your organization grows to 500 active agents, and it will grow. Do you know that's $2,000 on the first of the month? $2,000 on the 10th of the month? That's a base pay of $4,000. Now you're at that 4th level of $10 team bonus. Now we're having $90 conversations. And that 50% check match, now that's $65 throughout your organization. And that's just in the first 10 days, that $4,000. Our 3-star directors are making a minimum of $100,000 in a 12-month calendar period. Now I'm going to go down to 5-star because 5-star is where we actually cap off at that 6th level of $10 team bonus. 4,000 active agents, $10,000 bonus on the first of the month, $16,000 on the 10th of the month. That's a base pay of $26,000. I don't know about y'all, but there are actually people in their 40s and in their 30s making this kind of money that was working corporate American jobs. Now that $50 times 60, that's $110 conversations now we're having. Okay? And then we're going to add that 60 to that $25 throughout your organization. Now you see we have 10 stars put in place. We're currently at level 6. We're in our 10 years and we're currently at level 6. We have 5 6-star directors who have a teams of 10,000 people. $16,000 on the first of the month, $40,000 on the 10th of the month. That's a base pay of $56,000. Some people don't even make that in a year. And you talking about making that in a month. Our 6-star directors are currently making well over $100,000 a month. Those are our millionaires. Now, we don't have any 7, 8, 9, or 10 stars. So if you are a guest on the line tonight, just text the person that invited you and say thank you, because they thought enough of you to make sure that you don't miss out on what we have going on here. Now, this is our presidential ring and Rolex program. Mr. Bradley said that Jay-Z wasn't going to be the only one to put a ring on it. He said, if you work hard, you deserve to be rewarded. When your income goes to $100,000 in a 12-month calendar period, you will be donned the sapphire ring. $250,000, ruby ring. $500,000, diamond ring. $1,000,000, that cool double diamond ring. As a 5-star director, you will be gifted this Rolex timepiece. I don't even like to call it a watch, because that timepiece is $20,000, and it comes in men and women's, ladies. Now, when y'all look, can y'all see yourself at 5-star directors? Now, for those of y'all that have to see it in black and white, this is our Planet Marketing income disclosure statement for 2024. So if you thought, oh, this is one of those things, it's not. We report our earnings to the I, the R, and the S. 3 letters I do not like to play with. Now, I want y'all to think about those goal builders, an average of 15 hours a week. Y'all see the average is $5,000. And the high a gold builder made last year was over $500,000. So get back with the person that invited you, so we can definitely go over these numbers and see where you're at on your job and where you need to be to supplement that. Now, Mr. Bradley also put in place our Planet Marketing Pledge. This is what actually solidified my decision when I decided to partner up. Yes, I love to travel, but I wanted to put something in place for my kids and for my kids' kids after I was gone. Mr. Bradley said, as a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, your Planet business you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and that monthly residual income. So we're talking about generational wealth. Yes, life insurance is great, but it's only paid out one time. You want to make sure that your children's are so far from the poverty line, it don't even make any sense. Now, like in teletravel, this is also a turnkey business. We have valuable systems, tools, and support to help you grow your business, and a mobile app to help you with your business. We have on-demand trainings. We have events. This is an event right here. We have in-person events. We was in Dallas. That was an event. And you know what? Coming up next year, we're going to be back in Orlando, Florida, September the 10th through the 12th. We are unstoppable. You're talking about 140,000 agents right now. We are unstoppable. If you don't have your convention ticket, go ahead and get your convention ticket. If you're a guest on the line this evening, go ahead and get started and get back with the person and get your convention ticket. Now, I know you're thinking, well, how do I start? Let me tell you, price is what you pay, but value is definitely what you get. I know y'all was thinking, oh, this is going to be thousands of dollars. Can I tell you, for $199.90, give me an extra 10 cents, $200 less than the cost of that smartphone that you currently have right now, to operate and own 2 debt-free companies. Now, I know y'all see 3 price points on the screen this evening, but we're going to break that $199.90 down. $19.95 goes to Planet Marketing, where you have the ability to sell travel agencies to anyone in over 20 countries. You also get those director bonuses, that director pay, and that monthly residual income, all for $19.95. Then the remaining $179.95 goes to IntelliTravel, where you have the ability to earn commissions on travel sales. And not only that, get the perks and courtesies of being a travel business owner. My grandma always used to tell me, if it makes money, then it makes sense. And if you use it, then you should what? Own it. Every business has an overhead, right? Where you live at is an overhead. If you got a mortgage, if you got a rent, that is an overhead. Can I tell you that for the money that y'all seen on the screen tonight, our overhead is only $59.90. Give me an extra 10 cents, that's $60. We're talking about $2 a day. Now, when you break that down, $19.95 of that goes to Planet Marketing, and the remaining $39.95 of that goes to IntelliTravel. Now, they say we have three types of people online. I think we only got two. I think we only got the ones and twos. But if you are a number three, and if this is not for you right now, that is okay. Just patronize the person business that invited you on the line this evening, because either you're going to be planning some travel for the holidays, or for spring break, or for summer next year, you're going to be planning some travel. So just patronize that person's business. Our number twos have a few questions. If you like, I had a few questions before I got started too. So don't feel bad. That just means you was paying attention. Our number ones, they are TTG, train to go. They said, you know what? I don't even want to hear nothing else. Quilla, stop talking so I can go ahead and get started. Okay. I already heard about the travel commissions. I heard about, all those residual income. I'm ready to go. Stop talking. The journey of success, ladies and gentlemen. Start your journey of success. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And I just want to welcome each and every one of y'all to the best place on the planet. And I'm going to throw it back to my sister in success, Miss Silencia Wallace.
Hey. Great job, Miss Quilla. Thank you so much for presenting that information. Thanks again to Miss Cajun for hosting us this evening. I just want to open up the floor and ask if anybody has any questions. But while people are getting those questions together, I want to also again congratulate Miss Tiffany Bynum on launching your business tonight. Yay! And Miss Makia Bailey for launching your business tonight. I am so proud of you ladies. Y'all are amazing, and you guys could not pick any better people to join in business with. So you guys, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. If for some reason you don't want to unmute, if you put it in the chat, we will read the question and answer those questions. Don't feel like any question is a crazy question or a dumb question. Somebody else may have that same question and may not actually, want to ask it. So ask that question so we can answer that question and get you guys started. Or again, like Quilla said, if it's not for you, that is perfectly fine. Just patronize the person that invited you today. Okay, so let's see. Does anybody have any questions? Do y'all see any questions?
I
So
received the question.
who's ready to start their business today? Let's ask that question. If you're ready to get started, put a 1 in the chat. If you have questions, put a 2 in the chat. Go ahead, Cajun, what were you saying?
So I received a question. Ronnie is a number
Okay,
one.
Ronnie. Yay. Let's get that business started. Who invited Ronnie? Who are you a guest of, Ronnie?
It was with
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yay, Tiffany. Okay, well, we will definitely get you started. Tiffany will share her enrollment information with you, and we'll get you started in just a few minutes, okay? What do you say, Cajun? Who's got a question?
So I received a question. Someone wants to know if they don't have a big social media presence, how will they be able to get people to understand their business or be able to book travel for people?
Quilla, you want to answer that?
Yes, I can actually answer that. So when I started this business, I was off of social media for 10 years. 10 years off of social media. So when I came back, I didn't have a following. It was a lot of stuff that I had to do that was kind of new or that I had to get in the rhythm of for being off of social media for 10 years. So what I started doing was just reaching out to the people that I did know and just started putting stuff on my social media about travel or about a business opportunity, and people was able to actually refer me to other people if they wasn't interested. Does that make sense?
Mm.
So that actually started me growing my business online. I have business partners that did not know beforehand online because people are looking for an opportunity. And then what it is I will invite them to something like this because we have a lot of Zooms in place. We have a lot of in-person stuff in city to city, state to state. And I would invite them out and have somebody else show them the information because I didn't know much of, the business starting out new. And then I would have somebody like Silencia or somebody like Cajun answer those questions.
Absolutely. And I'll just add to that. Don't think that the only way that you can build your business is on social media, because we're out and about throughout the day. I don't know, where you work, but you work with people. You probably went to school with people. You probably go get your hair done, or you go to the barber shop. Your kids may be in school. You may see people at restaurants, whatever. You meet people all the time. You just don't think about the fact that you're meeting people all the time. So you don't have to build online. You can build offline as well. And you can, share the fact that you have this business so that you can actually book travel for people. And, you can share the opportunity with others as well and see if they want to make this a business for themselves as well. So it's so much opportunity to, be successful in this business. And you also have coaches in this business. So you'll have us to help guide you on what to do to be successful. Cajun, you have anything to add?
No, I think you guys actually answered that perfectly. I got another question that actually came in, and this is kind of touches back on what you guys just said. This will be perfect for both of you. Let me see. This is actually coming from our Facebook streaming live. I kind of connected them. Someone actually,
Oh,
this is in California, wants to know, how do you guys manage working this business part-time when you have a full-time schedule? What things have you learned from being in the business for a long time that you feel you can implement to be the most successful? That's from
I'll go
Sarah in
first since I'm already
California.
on mute. Okay. You said Sarah?
Yeah, in California.
Okay, Sarah, that is a great question. When I got started, let me tell you something. At first, whew, I was all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. But what I learned was that I had to basically work from my calendar. So small little crevices of time is how I work my business now. So basically, I have a lunch break. So on that lunch break, I may be doing a training. I may be making calls. I might be booking a trip. I'm eating, but I may be still doing those things. Then when I get off work, I have the time that I get off, like right now. This is what we're doing. It's what, 7 something at night, Eastern Standard Time. So at where you are, it's 4 something in the daytime. So it's just a matter of working the business in those times where you actually, have that time you may think that you don't have. Also, getting up a little earlier than you normally would, going to bed a little later than you normally would, maybe just an hour earlier, an hour later. That's a lot of time when you're talking about working your business. So it's just a matter of doing those, making sure that you're doing the right things during those times. And again, we will coach you and guide you to make sure that you understand, what you can do and when you can do it. We'll ask you how your schedule is and, how many hours you want to work your business. It's your business. So nobody is telling you how much time you have to spend on this business. It really depends on your goals, and we'll help you get there. Quilla?
That is a really great question, Sarah. So with me being a single mom, and a lot of people will come up and be like, "Oh, well, I'm a single mom. It's not an excuse." And so we have to stop making excuses. So, like Silencia said, really is prioritizing your time. When I get up, so I start my day 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm in the gym 5 o'clock in the morning. Then at 6:30, it's time, to get my son up so he can get to school. I'm texting while that time, and that 30 minutes that I have from 6 to 6:30, I'm sending out text messages to people that I already knew that I was going to be contacting or already knew that I was going to talk to. Even though I'm at work and I'm with patients, by lunchtime, they've already responded. So guess what I'm doing? I'm responding back to those messages because I sent them out this morning. I'm either inviting or somebody might be asking me a travel question and want me to book something for them. So I'm just finding out a little bit more information. While my son is at football practice currently right now, while I'm off of work and waiting for him to get off of practice, guess what I'm doing? I'm working on my business. Just like today, sat there and waited for him for practice, and I was on the phone with three different people while I'm sitting there waiting, doing what? Or I take my iPad with me and I'm booking something for somebody. So it's really just prioritizing your time because if you really want it, you would make the time. We as people, we make time for other things as if, if there's something that we want to do, we make the time for it. So you have to just train your mind to make time for your business. And at first, I just had pockets of 30 minutes. That's how I will work. Pockets of 30 minutes. You can not imagine what you can do in 30 minutes. That's it.
Those were amazing answers. Those were so good because you guys are living proof. Um, I see it, but obviously it's crazy how across the country, the more you guys are in the faces, you guys are in the trenches, they're seeing your stories across the feeds. And so people are hearing your stories. They hear Silencia's stories about being out of work because she is a contractor, so she wasn't getting paid. They hear your story about how you are a single parent and you go through it every day, all day. Your son's only, primary, you're there. And I see it all the time, but people are seeing it, they're hearing it, and you know how they say, what is it? You have to be the proof of it. Um, I know how amazing you guys are. We know how amazing this opportunity is. And a lot of times people get scared, right? They're scared of the unknown. Um, this is a question that I have, me personally, I have. When I joined, I was scared, right? I only knew the generic businesses, right? Something I could see a brick and mortar. What is something that you would tell someone who many people on this call might feel? How do you know to live or to be, how do I word this? To step out on faith of the unknown. How do you tell someone, or what are some things that you would say to when they know that this is a great opportunity, but they're so fearful of the unknown of stepping out, even though we know, because we see the checks that come in, we see the families we help. Makia's proof, I'm proof, you two are proof. We know all the families that we have in our downline. What is something that you would have to say to someone and be like, you know what, you have to take that step, even though we give them that 30 days, that 29 days, right? What was something that you would say to someone?
You want me to go first, Valencia? I would say, because I was like you, that was a very, very great question, Keisha. And I was scared. I was scared too. But I knew something had to change. And I said I had to do it anyway. Do it scared and do it anyway. Because it's just the unknown. You don't know, well, what if I don't make it? But what if you do? That's what you have to ask yourself. What if you do? What do you have to lose? You have to ask yourself, where are you at this point in time in your life And what do you have to lose? Because the thing about this business is what made it so different than when other people try to get me to do other businesses that are out there. It was the culture. It was the culture. It was knowing that, yeah, I was in business for myself, but I was never by myself. And being on this Zoom tonight is living proof. I don't have no financial gain to none of y'all on this Zoom, but it's the relationships that was built because of this business. All y'all were strangers. Silencia, I just met her at the meetings, but you have to feel the fear and do it anyway. And when I got over that fear and just did it, I didn't think I'd be on platforms like this doing a Zoom presenting. No, that wasn't me. I'll stay in the back. But this opportunity was something that I was doing anyway. So why not? Why not do it scared? I was doing it anyway. You're already booking your trip anyway. So why not do it from a business mindset? And it's just the fear, it's really the fear of failing. I think that's really what it is, the fear of failing. But really, you don't fail. You just have to make some minor corrections and adjustments and get back out there. Because if we think about how kids are, when you look at kids, if y'all on the line and y'all have kids or you know people that have younger kids, when you tell them no, they do what? They come back. They come back. They keep coming back until you say yes. They fall off of bikes and get back up. And they'll fall again. And then they'll get back up. But because we're adults, somebody say no to us, or we feel like we fail and we don't want to do that no more. Or that's not for us. We don't want to do that no more. No, we have to be those kids again and just getting back up. No, it wasn't perfect. You know, in business and in life, it's not perfect. But I had to learn to maneuver and do things that I was scared of doing. And really, when you do those things, you look back and you be like, man, I got through that. We've all on this line have been through things that was challenging and that we were scared at one point in time. And we got over it. It could have been a heartbreak. It could have been getting over a job. But guess what? Another door opened. And then you look back and say, man, why was I so scared? Why was I worried? You just got to do it anyway. Go ahead, Celency.
Well, you done said everything. So the only thing I would add is, y'all, if you were listening to the presentation, IntelliTravel and Planet Marketing already removed all the risk. So for real, what do you have to lose? If you decide you don't want to do this business, just tell them you don't want to do the business no more. Nobody gonna be mad at you or nothing like that. It's your business. If you decide you don't want to do it, that's on you. But I would say, bet on yourself. Who else should you bet on other than yourself? Right? So that's what I would say. I ain't even gonna keep on going. All I'm gonna say is the risks are removed. There are no risks. We got a money back guarantee. And if you try to business for a whole year and you still don't save or make the amount that you invested, you get the difference back and you still can keep your business. Or you can quit if you want to. Nobody gonna come after you. So that's all I got to say. All right. So if we don't have any more questions, you guys, we are actually gonna go ahead and let you guys go on with the rest of your evening. We don't want to hold anybody any longer. We want to respect everybody's time. So congratulations to those who are about to start their businesses. We thank every one of the guests for being on and supporting whoever invited you here. Reach out to the person that invited you. Let them know what you like best about what you saw and heard. Hopefully we'll have you as a business partner, but if not, we'll take you as a customer as well. So again, we want to just thank everyone and tell everybody good night. right? Do you want to say anything in closing, Quilla?
Nope. Good night.
All right. Good night, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Have a good night.
Good night. Ronnie, do you want to stay on? And Tiffany?
Time to leave. I'm trying to here I go. I'm actually going to reach out to Tiffany in the morning because I'm at the
Okay.
hospital visiting someone now. But
Oh,
yeah, so I speak to her every morning. So I will get in contact with her in the morning and see how we're gonna